TC Graphic.
Exploring creativity daily.
We are glad to be back. This is 2025 and we are coming back big. So today I'll be showing you how I designed this simple church flyer. Okay, without wasting much of our time, let's go to it. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly hit that subscribe button and like the video. Thank you. You know I don't waste time. So to save us time, I will be showing us, you see my layer. Okay, see my layer, not much thing here, so I won't go ahead and start doing it one after the other, but I'm going to show you how I did it from scratch. But for importing materials, I won't be doing it here. You already know how to import, but I'll still give you example. Okay, so let me go ahead and hide all of this. Okay, some text I've copied. I'll hide them and pretend like nothing is here. Okay, so I'm going to create everything from the scratch. Okay, I'm going to create everything from the scratch. Okay, let me delete these ones. Let me delete all these ones. Okay, so I can hide the main material we need. Okay, hide it. Okay, all right. So this one should be here to save our time. All right, so I'll be going to import the design. So this is how to import in case if you don't have your own resources. So what you do is, okay, you can see what I've designed. So you click here and then you bring it. You see what I did? So this is the main design we created, so we'll be using it as a reference point. Okay, so let me hide it now. So when you open your own Pixellab, this is where you click, okay, to create the background color. Okay, of course your own is going to be default color, so let me just leave it at, let's say it's white or black. Let's assume you meet your own as just plain black like this, and you want to create this particular color I have. Okay, so you have to click on gradient. So when you click gradient, click this panel. Okay, now your own is not going to be this color, so but what we are going to do is this. You can see what I'm touching. So when you look at this, you see that we have two panels here. You can see the down one and the upper one, so you take note of that. So first thing we're going to do is to select, highlight. You see I've selected this down one, so after selecting there, I'll click here. So if you have been on my channel, you should be used to this. Okay, you click here. All right, so I take my time to explain. So click here, and then the next thing you're going to do is to select that color. So I'll click here and I'll go to this image I imported. So this is the down color. Okay, that is the down color there. All right, so I'll copy it. So I've selected that color, so let me show you the color code. You see the color code is 15185047. so in your own case, you can just write it down or copy it. Let's assume when you come here, you just let's assume you come here and there's another number, so all you have to do is to erase the number that is there and put this particular code, then click this check mark and click OK, and you have this exact color for this down one. So next thing you're going to do is to select this upper one, still click here and come here and select the upper color. All right, the upper color, they look like they are the same but not exactly the same. Okay, so I'll OK it. So you can see the color code 1250. So you can see the color code, they are not the same. Okay, the other one just a shading of the other one. All right, so OK it. All right, so you now have a panel like this. Perfect. So having created this, what you're going to have is okay, you have something like this. Perfect. So next thing you're going to do is to bring this particular image. Let me bring it to the front so that you see what I did. This is how it's going to be when you import it. I'll send it across to you. So when you import this image like this, this is how it's going to be. So next thing you're going to do is to increase the size. Okay, after increasing the size, use your relative position and position it like this, then go to opacity. Okay, and take it down. You can see what you have created now. Okay, you can see what you have created. So we have something like this, then lock it. That's how I did it. All right, so after locking it, the next thing we're going to do is to bring this man's image. Okay, that is the pastor's image, so you bring it to the front. Okay, sometimes you can come to this your color field to work on the image. All right, so you can see I increase the contrast a little bit so that it will be sharp. Okay, so I have it like this, so I'll lock it. I'll now come to this shape and I'll come to gradient. See what I'm doing? Click on this plus icon, then click here, the same thing we did, then click here and select the color, this down color here. All right, so come to this one and make it transparent. You see what I'm doing? So the transparent part is this place. Let me show us. Okay, so you have to drag that down to make it transparent. That's the upper part, so click OK. So you can see this upper part is now transparent. Okay, and then you have this kind of effect. All right, so this is what we have. This is what I've created now. So you can have it like this. Increase this size a little bit. Okay, you can make a copy, lock this one. You see what we have? So perfect, so we can lock this one as well. Okay, so next thing we have, let's look at our design and see what we are doing, if it's still the same thing. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we can make a shape like this. We can make a shape like this. Okay, and then you lock it. Like I told us, this design is not gonna waste time. Okay, so I'm gonna write global annual. Just global. And like this, then you come to your font. When you come to your font, what you're gonna do is to use this font called Go Bold Extra. You can use Go Bold Extra 2 or 1. You can see the one I'm selecting now. Go Bold Extra 2. Can you see that? So it's the 2 I used. Okay, Go Bold Extra. So that's the name of the font. So for us to make use of the color, so what you're going to click on color and click here. I'll show us the color code. So I'll select the exact color I have in the design. So if it's too tiny for you, just zoom out so that you'll be able to pick the particular color you're looking for. You see it, I've picked it. Okay, click OK. Alright, so this is the color. So the color code is 48DF6C0. Okay, I've clicked it. Alright, selected it rather. So I can increase the size. So next thing I'm going to do is to make a copy of this particular global annual. So why am I making the copy? I'm making the copy because I don't want to pass through the stress of going back to select font. Do you understand? Do you understand? So if I had picked text tool and start typing it again, that means I had to go back and change the font again. So all I have to do now is to go to edit and I'll write thanks. I'll write thanks. I'll write thanks. Okay, I noticed something. This one is italic, not just Go Bold Extra italic. Go Bold Extra 2 italic. Okay, it's different, so it's italic I used. Alright, so please, so you can see this effect. See now, see there's something I want to teach us now. You can see what is happening here. So you don't want to do that. So when you have this kind of effect in your design, all you have to do is to go to padding. See padding, go to padding, and then write padding. See, your text is now in full. Okay, so definitely the color is what is white. Perfect. So now you're going to make use of white color and you're going to make a copy of it and now write giving. Okay, perfect. So align it properly. Okay, you see what I have? Perfect. So after this, next thing I'm gonna do is to write service. So I'll now pick a text tool. So because it's another font entirely, I have to pick another pick text tool and then type it out, and I'll go to font and I'll use the font. It's called orthography. Let me check if I still have it. It's orthography. So for those of you that don't know how to get a font, scroll back to my videos, go to previous videos. I have a video on how to download and install fonts. It is not hard. So see the color you're using, and then you have it like this. Okay, this is sweet. Okay, this is sweet. All right, so I can match. Okay, lock all of them. So I want to mark all of them and then move them once. So you might not know this effect, but you see you can do this now in your Pixellab. For those of you that when you want to move, so start moving them one after the other. You don't need to do that. You can move all of them, group and move, to save you a lot of stress. Okay, so I want to move this one a little bit. Perfect. Now after this, next thing I did is was okay. Now this effect, I'll send it across to us. Look at it. In your own case, let me reduce the size so that when you import it, you're going to see how it's going to look. And I'll bring it to front. Now when you import your own, see how it's going to look. So you have to scale it up. Okay, in fact, it's going to look like this. When you bring your own, it's going to look like this. So you have to rotate it. Okay, you have to rotate it like this. Then increase the size. Okay, increase the size. Scale it up. Scale it up. And then take it to the top. Okay, take it to the top this way. Okay, onto the top like this. I hope you are together. Perfect. So I'll now lock it. Now something I noticed again, I have to take this up again to take it up so I can have space. All right. Okay, so okay, this is not looking like italic actually. Let me check if this one can go the normal. Okay, so let's use the italic. It's better that way. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is to start bringing in my I'll bring it to front. So you just have to, when you import your own, you can rotate it, you know, just form whatever you want to do, and see what I want to do here. I want mine to be like this. Okay, I want mine to be like this, and I'll lock it. Next one is to bring the church logo. The church logo is here, so you can use your tool to position it wherever you want it to be. Okay, all right, it is there for the sake of our time. Now lock it. So the name of the church is House of Prayer. To front, it's called House of Prayer. So when you type it out, and the font are, you just use any normal fonts, either Montserrat, any font Montserrat or anything at all, or this Deju Vusans. Alright, use and select, make a calculator, and you have that like this. House of Prayers, House of Prayer Network International. So that's the name of the church. So next thing I'm going to do is to select this. Okay, select this, just make a shape like this. Okay, design is so sweet, so sweet, trust me, so sweet. So come to color and select this color. All right, so next thing you want to do is to come to stroke. Okay, so the color of your stroke is going to be white. Okay, but because you're a creative person, so you want to reduce this stroke opacity like this. Okay, I want to reduce. That's how I created that in your scene. So I now have something like this. Okay, let me make it more pronounced. So the stroke should be increased a little bit to like 10. All right, perfect. So I now have something like this. Okay, so after doing it, I let it just be there. I'll lock it. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is to bring in this icon, bring it to front. So just reduce it and align it perfectly. Okay, and then okay, I'll teach us how I created this shape to front. Okay, I'll teach us. So how I created it was, you just type on shape, reduce it like this, take it down, opacity is down now, so go to stroke and make it stroke like this, and then you start reducing the size. You see that? That's how I created it. You just put it inside this. If you want to make it, you can use your zoom. You see what I'm doing? So that's how to create that stuff. It's not really difficult. That's how I created mine, and you see that. So okay, let's see this one. Sorry, you see, so that's how to create it. So don't mind Pixellab. By the time you save it, it's going to be visible. Okay, so I'll just delete it. All right, so I'll bring it up. So another thing is now the address. So this is the church address. So I'll bring it to the front. You just type it. Use good fonts, normal fonts. Okay, that is readable, somebody can read. Okay, so I have it like this. So next thing, the handle, the church handle, the front, so I place it there. You just type and put it there. So I'm putting all this. I don't want to bore you with the process of typing text. Everybody knows how to type text. All right, so you don't waste time on something that is not necessary. All right, I hope you're enjoying this tutorial. If you are doing that, like the video and share it to your friends. Okay, thank you so much. Now next thing we're going to do is to write the pastor's name. Yeah, I'll bring it to the front. Yes, Pastor Mike. So and then what again? Okay, the time. Okay, I'll pick my text tool and I'll write 9 o'clock, 9:00 a.m. So that's the time. Yeah, so we're gonna use a good font. Yeah, let's see if we can use this one. Go put extra we used before and see how it's gonna look. Yeah, perfect, good. All right, so we're gonna make a copy of that, and then you write. Okay, what's the date? Okay, today's date is 20 what? Today's date is 12, not 20, 12th January. Okay, so January 2025. Wow, this is great. Okay, I can type Sunday. Yeah, for clarity's sake, I want to make it so possible that anybody who sees it don't have to struggle with what is happening that day. It just be so obvious. Hence we are putting Sunday. you know. All right, so that we know that on 12th January 2025, it is Sunday. All right, so we now have something like this. Wow, we are done, people. Is this not nice? How many minutes did we spend? All right, so and you have your church flyer looking at you. You have your church flyer looking at you. All right, so to now save your work, you either save as project. If you want to save as project, you click here. All right, and now rename it. Just type the name of the project. Now somebody will ask, why do we save as project? You save as project so that you retain the file. Okay, you retain the file so that if you want to make any changes, even if it's after 1 year after designing this flyer, you just come back to your what project. See my own project, and I'll show you a lot I've done here. Okay, I'll see a lot I've done. So you just click on your project and you click on that particular one and you continue. So to save now, I'll click save as image, select author and click save. All right, so see you next time. So that's the end of the tutorial. Bye. Do have a great day.